Fly like a dove. R.I.P.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
www. Love the number 2. Radio.com. It's Friday. Rillos Corn. In the building. Mr. Cornelius White, fresh off another road trip. Hey, that nigga done made it. He be I don't even be knowing him when he out of town now. That's how you know when a nigga done made it, man. He done hit the road, did a show, came back all in one night, man.
Damn, just a quick turnaround.
That's the life though. Like that's the road coming life. Sometimes you're gonna be on the road for a few days. Sometimes you just gonna head down and shoot back. How was the show, man?
The show was awesome, man. Shout out to Bryson Brown, man, the big G here in the city, man. You know what I'm saying? Showing love in Austin and making sure boys get put in the right spots, man. And you know what I'm saying? It was a cool trip, man. E Green, you know what I'm saying? Cool comic here in Houston, one of my dogs. He drove me out there.
We're gonna have to get him up here, man.
Right. Well, you know what I'm saying? You gotta see when schedules are free, and you know what I'm saying, when people want to come through.
You really want to say you want to crawl before you walk?
No, nothing like that. It's just
fucking with him.
It was pretty dope, man. Shout out to Larry Goodwill. He was out there, man, and it was one of them days where you know you could just like you just having conversations and people, you know what I'm saying, putting you up on game and showing you how to work, and you know what I'm saying, making sure you can move forward. So.
Cool.
I just appreciate them niggas, man. Them niggas was cool as fuck, and they treating the nigga right.
Shout out to Mr. White doing this thing, man. I was gonna wear my positivity is fucking my life up shirt last week, but I figured he was gonna have his on, and I said it ain't no way he gonna wear it twice. And if he wear it twice, I'm gonna point it out because I'm gonna have it on the shirt too.
Right. I know because black people.
I'm rocking my shirt today, man. Support.
We do not allow us to wear the same clothes twice.
Not ever.
Don't give a damn if you support yourself. Did you switch shirts today?
Yeah, I mean, but shout out to you, man. You doing your thing.
Appreciate it.
We working on getting you out of state, man. Yeah. I reached out to somebody earlier. I ain't gonna say I can't get too much about who the person is because they help people get on. So I reached out to her and said, hey, I got somebody. Hey, you know, if you got a chance, you got an open stage, you know, I got somebody for you. So I'm waiting on a response. So we're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully next week we'll have a success story. Hopefully they don't leave me on red for a whole week. Because next week I'm here talking about well, they didn't reply, Mr. White.
Hey, you know, it be that way sometimes, man. Everything ain't gonna pan out the way we want. We just gotta plant the good seeds and move forward.
But the person knows I'm a comic. Right. So I mean they know I hope they know I wouldn't just send somebody out there.
Listen, you gotta just plant the good seed and let things what they may see me later. You never know, and be like, hey, this, you know what I'm saying? This person shot you, and you know what I mean? Like, you never know when it'll come through.
All right, so I want to talk about last week.
Okay.
Last week we had a great show. Early that morning, Saturday morning, I hit the road. Now, when I was young, I was a huge fan of Drew Hill, Cisco, you know, Usher, all the people who was popping around that time.
Early 90s kids with singers.
You're right.
Right.
I thought I was a singer. I knew all the words to all the songs, the dances, and all that.
Like, we're not making love.
I even had my hair slicked down like Cisco.
Don't do that.
My mama wouldn't let me dye it though.
Oh, I'm just
I was trying to get the platinum. She wouldn't let me do it.
Right.
Man, I'm no longer a fan.
Yeah. Listen, man, I will always be a fan of the Cisco in the moment.
No, you gotta know your limits. Cisco really struggled up there. First off, Drew Hill struggled, but they knew their limits. Drew Hill, after they did Tell Me, they was doing this little bounce or whatever, and you could tell they was getting tired. Because at first they was bouncing like 8 inches, then by the end of the song, they wasn't even bouncing. They was just moving their knees. They was just bopping. So I'm like, all right, well, the show about to end. Drew Hill walks off the stage, and Cisco stays up there by himself. So I'm like, oh, shit, it said featuring Cisco, so he about to do a little something.
Right.
Then I was like, oh, yeah, this shit about to get real, because when his music first came on, he pulled out this big-ass dragon chain real slow, like, I'm about to unleash this hoe on you niggas. And then everybody started cheering and clapping because we all knew what was about to go down.
Right.
this dude was up here trying to perform with two random guys. I don't know who they was because Drew Hill had already left. He brought his own backup dancers, and then they had a DJ up in the skybox. But when the song was coming on, Cisco was so busy trying to talk. Every song started off before he couldn't start the song off. So when he got ready to do his thong song, he was talking like, I know a lot of y'all thought thong song was my number one hit, and automatically the DJ started playing it. And he was like, blah, 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 blah. And then he got ready to start going, but the song was already going.
So he just jumped in?
So he just said, he didn't even jump in. He just talked through the whole song and then said, but this is my number one song. And then right when the thong song was ending, Incomplete came on. But imagine two speakers, like a DJ would have, two DJ speakers in the middle of a football field in a big-ass stadium and one mic. You couldn't even hear what he was saying. So when he was singing Incomplete, he was hitting notes, but he was all off beat and everything. And I said, I will never stream another Cisco song again. Like, I'm no longer a fan. I'm not a fan.
See, you can't give him that off that though.
Yes, I can.
No.
Yes, I can.
Because see, this was a rush job. They didn't give that man what he needed.
And he was tired. Who gonna give you stamina?
Hold on. That ain't even stamina. Because you say he got there with two speakers. He got some guys he don't even know his backup dancers.
They were dressed alike.
He out here trying to coordinate. He trying to tell people how to do stuff. And he
all that money he got, he can't afford to pay people?
Probably so. But at the same time, he like, listen, they putting this on. I'm just here. I got paid. You know what I mean? So in defense of the artist, I would say don't give up on him. Give him the arena.
I done gave up already.
Give him the arena theater. Go see him at the arena theater. See some women throw some draws at him, and then be like, you know what? Maybe I should. Because Incomplete is a hell of a song.
Oh yeah, he
Incomplete is a hell of a song.
Nigga, we was finna kill that whole night.
You see what I'm saying?
Like I know all the words, all the ad-libs. I know every piece of this song from the beginning.
This man can jam. He was
to
a
the
90s.
end.
He was a 90s performer. I'm sorry.
I be doing the ad-libs as it's fade not with him.
Right.
Like we gonna end the song together. Like so, I'm like, I didn't care what other song they performed. I was just like, man, I know when he do Incomplete. I got my boo right here. So I'm finna cut up. I took wifey with me. I'm really finna cut the fuck up. But he talked all through the thong song, talking about, I know y'all thought the thong song was my number one hit. I'm like, no, we didn't think that. Nobody thought the thong song was your number one hit. What are you talking about? But he got long-winded. That's how I know he old now, because he got long-winded when he was talking.
But see, that comes with him being comfortable with performing, because normally
he wasn't comfortable.
But normally when you get to perform as an artist of that caliber, you get to talk a little bit before somebody start playing music. And the fact that you at a football game and they on some rush shit, and he trying to
nigga, that clock was counting down. That nigga kept looking at that goddamn scoreboard.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
The halftime is only 15 minutes.
And in his mind, he like, I know I ain't gotta pay attention to this damn clock. I'm Cisco.
Nah, that nigga was paying attention. Yeah. Nigga, that football team came out the thing stretching this shit on the field while this nigga was sitting. I said, ain't this some goddamn bullshit?
Right.
My ass was late. Nigga, everybody who got there was down there late. Ain't nobody get to see Marvin Sapp perform at the beginning. Like, everybody was walking in after he never made it. Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't nobody probably trying to get no gospel right now. I'm telling you.
If I gotta choose between Marvin Sapp and Cisco,
listen,
Marvin Sapp about to kill this. Man, come on.
Let me help you. If Cisco performed that thong song the right way, that we're talking about the people. Everybody, make mama talking about that would have made KHOU news if he'd have performed the thong song. The twerking that would have jumped off.
First off, let me stop you.
Okay.
There's a lot of alumni there.
That's fine. They've been twerking to the thong song.
No.
Them alumni grew up on the thong song.
That's our alumni. Listen, I'm talking about alumni, grand alumni, great grand alumni.
Let me tell you something. The grand alumni and the people up under them and the people, they was twerking and grooving. We just didn't see them.
Was, but they not finna get up here and do this. Nigga, somebody grandma draws fly over your head.
Let me see that thong.
If I see some granny panties fly over my head, I ain't gonna even turn around and look and see what's wrong.
Go hit Cisco right across the head with them thighs.
And then he was so far away. It's like even if they wanted to, it would have just landed on somebody on the football field on the sideline.
But the fact that they put him in the middle of a football field with just two speakers and
terrible sound quality.
You see what I'm saying? And then my thing is, I don't want you to sit here on this radio today and say I am not a Cisco fan no more, because I know if you go to Arena Theater and they get that man the quality he deserves. Let me tell you something. You're gonna be walking out talking about, Cisco still got it at this age.
Look, there are, like, I understand when you get to a certain level in the game, there are performance requirements. Like, I've seen Beyonce perform.
Right.
I've seen her perform early in her career, and I've seen her perform later in her career. She performed both times.
Okay.
When I was younger, I wanted to see Cisco perform.
Now
that I'm older, I still wanted to see him perform, but he didn't live up to the expectations.
Don't see him at the Arena Theater.
I don't want to see him at the theater. I'm not a fan no more.
Blonde and bleached up. I already know what it is. We just gonna move forward. If I ever see you in your hair slicked down, because Cisco then got into some new music, because that's normally what happened. Because these old school cats
First off,
mixing in with these
when you pull out that chain, you have to do Unleash the Dragon. What are you doing? For what about the people who up here who don't know what's going on? Well, y'all niggas gonna make me. Then you gotta unleash that old. Then that's the warm up song. He didn't even warm up. I can't even remember the first song he did because the sound quality is so terrible.
You starting to sound like a kid who didn't get that toy in that crack.
I didn't get my toy. Hey, Saturday was Christmas. Saturday was Christmas for me. Christmas did not come. The Grinch stole my Christmas, and the Grinch this time just happened to be Cisco. I just ain't fucking with him no more. It is if it's song come on the radio, which I don't think is in rotation here, Love the Jam.
Right.
But if it comes on, I have to change the station from Love the Jam, just because he's not getting that stream from me.
Right.
It just is what it is. Like, I felt like he could have performed safely and according to the way his body was built or whatever. When he realized the sounds was fucked up, he could have just danced the lip song through that hoe. Like, I wasn't tripping on that. But for you to get tired and then speak coming after the songs and not perform and then do all the talk, he did more talking than performing for me.
Okay.
And when Drew Hill was out here and they was doing the tell me and they was doing the bounce and shit, it's like, oh yeah, these niggas warming up. It's about to go down.
Right.
But it went downhill from there.
Well,
so I'm no longer a Cisco fan. Shout out to Prairie View. They won the game. It was the Cotton Bowl Classic. It was down in Dallas. It was a great game. A very entertaining game. A lot of ups and downs.
I just don't like the fact that they finna play this game again in
the
fall. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
I think it was more about like this
money.
is tradition. They stuck to their traditions.
The money.
That too. But another thing too, like it's the tradition too.
But even with the money,
there was a lot of people in it that was there that it wasn't no money in it for.
There wasn't no money in it for them, but they paid for it.
Yeah.
So the money is the situation.
Why not give people what they pay
and for? And then in September, they don't have to answer to these people because they answered them last week.
I would have just waited till September and did 2 games back to back.
Anything other than...
And if they would have won, I would have did another charity game in the spring.
Anything other than have you come on and just try to tell Cisco, the man, the myth, the legend down, because this man had blonde hair on a CD cover with a red dragon suit, and this man was on fire at one time in my lifetime. And you gonna tell me that he was even in what's the movie or the Muddy movie with Big Mama's house? What's not Big Mama's?
You're talking about a whole bunch of niggas dressed in it.
No.
He really talking about the same movie.
Soul Food. Soul Food. He was in the movie Soul Food. Had a 2-year song in the soundtrack, and I love that song. And you gonna tell me Drew Hill ain't shit right now?
Did you see that?
Oh, when Glass fell,
twice up the airplane steps. Talking about the country took an L today.
Yes.
Hey, I shot by shot.
Listen.
My shot hit. Just FYI.
What's beautiful about him falling twice is my boy got to the top of them damn stairs. He turned and with pride
kept going.
Waved like a motherfucker.
You know what?
He was like, I'm not gonna walk in this motherfucker. Fuck that. Y'all see me.
And they talk about somebody. Why are you running from?
First off, nigga got up. That's what we want to show
that's all I'm
y'all.
saying.
We might fall twice, but we gonna get back up.
I said, where was
We
Secret
are
Service?
American.
Where was his help?
Like,
Did nobody help his old ass up? Y'all knew he was old.
hey, don't be surprised next time when y'all see a ramp going up into the plane. And that's the nigga pushing him.
Now, what's cold? I think
Oh my
it was
gosh.
the wind. I think it was the wind.
Nah.
The wind was pushing so hard. Joe
It was a
was like,
presidential
"You got to
wind."
be bullshit. Is this what's going on up these stairs?
He caught it twice, so
Okay.
whatever it was complicated.
It was really difficult going up them stairs for my boy. You know, I woke up to that. I was like, "Oh my God, is this the president? Y'all serious?"
All right, so real quick, not to get off subject, but positivity is fucking Mr. White's.
Life up.
Yeah, his
I wore
fucking
my
Mr.
shirt
White's life up.
yesterday.
The lady just replied and asked what was his name. So we on the way. I know she ain't watching the live, so but we do have people that watch that may know who it is. But I can't even say that because they don't know who it is. So yeah. So hopefully we keep it positive and we keep this thing going in the right direction. We're gonna take a break real quick. We appreciate y'all tuning in. www.love2